Hello everyone, welcome back to Nascent Toy Collector. Adam here, and today it's ThunderCats Thursday. Yes, I have before me Slithe. But before I get into that, please take a moment to hit like and subscribe, as that really helps our channel grow, and it really helps me be able to afford more of these amazing toys. And wow, what an amazing figure this is. Look at this logo. I know I always take a moment to really look at the ThunderCats logo. I love the way Super7 does their boxes. This is nothing new. You guys know this. I rave about these. This is an Ultimate, and it is Slithe. But man, the two opposing snakes of Mum-Ra, you know, I can't even do it with my hands. They wrap around, and I mean, well, look at them. They're right there. The opposing snakes. That's Mum-Ra's chest logo. And man, that's so cool. I fucking love the way Super7 does their shit. So badass. And this box right here, this is a chunky boy. I mean, look at that. That thing is huge. Of course, it has the awesome ThunderCats logo on the back. But yeah, just to kind of give you an idea of how big this thing is, here's Chitara's box, and here's Slithe's. Quite the difference there that you can see. I mean, look at that. Wow, this is a chunky boy, and I know all about that. I'm a meaty boy myself, and man, that is a big one. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Look at that. Man, Super7 packaging, it's just so awesome. Look at that. Damn. Slithe has never looked cooler. You know, I always thought it was kind of cool that Slithe, as one of the mutants, one of the mutant commanders, he's the only one that actually looks different than the rest of his people. You know, he's a reptilian. Like Monkeyan and Vulture Man and Jackal Man, they all look identical. Slithe being the only one that looks different than the rest of his people. Kind of cool. Oh, and Retaro, but I've never seen other rats, so yeah, whatever. Here we go. Let's read Slithe's little blurb here. Slithe is the leader of the reptilian mutants from the planet Plun-Dar. Once a field cook in the army of General Retaro, who's a badass, Slithe cheated his way into power and followed the last of the Thundarians to Third Earth in the hope of capturing the Eye of Thundera for himself. Trapped and forced to serve the powerful Mum-Ra, he continues to plague the ThunderCats from his base in Castle Plun-Dar. Man, Slithe was always one of those characters when I was watching the show that I kind of rooted for, because I don't know why. He's an asshole. He's a piece of shit. But I just like him. I really like the way he looks. And look at this, guys. This thing is holy shit amazing. Look at that. The sculpting on this bad boy. Cannot wait to get him out. Just look at the bonus. I mean, look at the extra head. Bonus head. It is a bonus. Just in how well it's done. This thing so perfectly captures the look. I think and that's just something the Super7 toys do. They capture that awesome look of the cartoon so well. I can see an axe back there. I can see a mace over here. Cannot wait to get this guy open. Let's do just that, you guys. Yes! Holy cow, you guys. This right here, this is a meaty boy. Wow. Look at this guy. Man. Woo-wee. Very, very nicely sculpted figure, and just chunky. I mean, he is a lug. This guy weighs, I don't know, this is one of the heaviest action figures I think I've ever held. I mean, look how just big and bulky he is. I love the way they've arched him over like this. You know, he's kind of a mewling little yes man in the show, but then he talks shit behind Mum-Ra's back, and, you know, he's just got that vibe, doesn't he? Perfectly sculpted. Super7 continue to just knock these sculpts out of the park, in my opinion. I know not everyone agrees with that, and that's okay, but man, I think this is completely awesome. Fantastic looking figure. His paint is amazing. You can see he has the lighter pads on his hands, on the bottoms of his feet, and his tail. Look at that tail. Tail is very nice. You know, the way he sculpted underneath his chin there, and the ears, and just everything. Like, his skin is really finely detailed, and then his clothing, it's soft. I mean, I say clothing. It's very soft and nice, and you can see it looks like real leather. And you've got the cow skull with the little gold dot on it, whatever the gold, I don't know what you'd even call that. And then down to his belt. His belt's looking fantastic. He's got the Motu hanging loincloth deal. I love the way on the back here that the suspender type straps are clipped into the belt. This looks awesome. It looks handmade. Looks, every detail totally nailed here. And like I said, the different colorations on him. His skin is very nicely done too. You can see he has like a wash to him where there's darker spots and lighter spots to the green even. And, overall, really nice. I love that his arms are long. They hang down to his sides. Just cool. His bracers here, they look perfect. And he's got the strap around his bicep there. So let's just take a general look at the overall articulation. Oh, let's not forget his head, man. His head looks fantastic. And it's so cool the way it moves around on this interesting ball joint. We'll take a look at that in just a second. All right, articulation-wise, he has the full shoulder rotations, of course. He does not swivel at the bicep, but he does swivel at the elbow. The elbow is also hinged. He spins full rotation here at the wrists with some of the best wrist hinging I've ever seen there. That's really nice. Same on this side. Everything's exactly the same. He does not... Oh, yeah, he does. He twists at the waist. He does not have that crunch joint, but as you can see, it just really wouldn't work for this guy. I mean, he's just so big and bulky. He does have fully articulated hips, and they can move as far as they can move. I mean, you could have him racing Chitara. Pretty rad. He's got his thighs don't swivel, okay? But interestingly, his knees swivel. They are limited by this flap of skin there to make it look like his reptilian skin, but that's a really nice amount of movement there. And his ankles are like fully articulated. Like you can move them all around any way you would like to. Forward and back, side to side, all around. Very nice. And the tail. Look at the tail. The tail, full range of movement here. Spinning around, coming around, doing all the different things you'd want to do with it. The toenails are nicely painted. Like I said, all the details very finely done. He stands very nicely. He's a chunk. And I think someone that commented in the comments on one of my, I think it was on the last video, the Chitara video, once I get one of these mutants, I'm going to need all of them, and that's absolutely correct. Now let's take a look at this ball joint. You see how that's sticking out of his neck like that? That's really cool. That's to give his head that forward slant, and he gets that really interesting range of movement that I would associate with Slithe, leader of the reptilians from Castle Plun-Dar. Now let's take a look at his other head here. Really awesome. Looks like he's just had the shit kicked out of him. I like how this eye here is a little bit squinted in comparison to this one. It's a very common Slithe pose. This is Slithe being put in his place, if you ask me. Slithe would always hold his S's out. Yes. He's one of those type of characters, and I always love that about him. I really do like Slithe. I mean, he's a piece of shit. His interactions with Rotaro, I always thought were pretty awesome. Because Rotaro was really the boss, if you ask me. I mean, under Mumra. I know this gets on there. I can't. Gosh, I have trouble with heads, you guys. And there it is. You can see Slithe is now ready to bark out some orders. So let's see. Let's take a look at some of these other accessories. He did come with two open hands that are really nicely decoed. It has those pads like I was talking about on the inside. I love that the insides of his body are that bluish color. It's really awesome looking. It looks really nice in person, and you can see the detail on the fingernails and the hands, and he's got the webs. You can see webs between his fingers. Just really badass looking hand there. I think it looks really great. I'm gonna swap one in just to show you that of course the wrists are on these little pegs as they should be. You can see the hole there. The bracer does not come off, nor does it articulate in any sort of way, which is fine with me. Those things are kind of easy to lose, like Chitara's little bangle. Seems like I could lose that if I wasn't paying attention. Now you have Slithe, and he's really telling you to go get it. Telling you to get back into the fight. Really cool. Man, yeah, I'm really digging this figure. All right. He also came with 3 weapons. A spiked mace, which, yeah, totally Slithe. Look at that. He came with a long axe, a long-handled axe, which I feel like these are all from particular episodes. I don't know the particular episode. I do love that the edge looks severely worn. It's got the chip taken out of it and stuff. That's very nice. I mean, everything that Super 7 does, they always pay attention to all the details. And that's something I really like about these toys. And he has like this pole axe here. Looks really nice. This one does not have all the chipping taken out of it. Pretty cool. And it does function as a spear as well. And that's actually pretty sharp. I'm not going to lie to you. So very nice. Very nice accessories. Let's see if we can get this mace into his hand. Oh yeah, look at that. Slithe, man. Damn, he's cool. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get the rest of them. I need Monkeyan and Jackalman and Vultureman. I know they just released Vultureman. I think the others are out as well. And we need Ritaro, you guys. I know everyone's probably begging for Ritaro. I know I need him. I think Ritaro is just completely badass. Now let's bring in Lion-O for a comparison so you guys can see that. Wow. Yeah. Slithe is a very chunky. Let's actually get the tape measure in here and just kind of take a look. Lion-O, let's see here. Lion-O should be about, or he's not standing straight. Yeah, he's about 7 inches, as you can see there, to the top of his hair. Slithe, on the other hand, well, if you go to the top of his spikes, he's about 7 there. Pretty close to it, 6 and 15/16 or so. Which is pretty close. But let's just see. Here's the real difference. Turn him to the side. You see Lion-O there. Look at the depth of Slithe. Like, measuring from the front of his face to the back of his shoulders. If you went to the back of his spikes, you're looking at like 4.5 inches here, just in depth. I mean, this guy's a lug. He's a chunky boy. But man, he does look awesome. Gosh, damn. This Super 7 line is just really knocking it out for me. I think it's awesome. I don't see any of the like paint problems. I know some people have had some paint issues with them. Let's see. Do I see anything at all? I mean, if I could nitpick, it'd be that this spine here is a little crooked. That's about all I got. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think this is a really nice figure, and for $55, I mean, it better be, right? I'm definitely looking forward to more of them, and I've got a Mum-Ra next. Cannot wait to open up Mum-Ra, the ever-living. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Please, like I said at the beginning, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace out. Have a great week.